Good morning, traders, and God bless. Hope you're all having a fine morning. Looks like we're a little bit active this morning. Saw quite a few stocks moving. BREA, Fun, Lyft, TAOP, WNW, and DTSS. Hopefully they'll keep going. We'll get a play or two in this morning at market open. If you're new here, do not trade off of my screen. Make sure you're set up on your own computer. Sometimes my screen is delayed, and I don't want anybody to lose any money because we have a delay. You can compare your clock to my clock down here in the right corner to figure out that delay. Just make sure you're set up on your own machine. Don't follow my words. I will tell you where the entry and the exit is. I'll be marking resistance lines and support lines, and we always plan our entry around support. We don't chase green candles. You can if you want to, but I've experienced in the last 30 years that it's about a 50-50 chance of you winning. The best play is to wait for the pullback and wait for the next bounce up, which is usually larger than the first run up anyway. So thank you for joining me this morning, and good morning to everyone on YouTube and Discord. We got about 4 minutes to go, 3.5. We'll see which direction it heads. I think BREA, BREA, and TAOP may be the plays. I'm just taking a wild guess here. I saw Lyft yesterday after hours, got me a good piece of that. Unfortunately, I only went in with 100 shares. I didn't trust it. But I did write it up for $4 a share on 100 shares, so I'm happy with that. Later, I looked back and it dropped like a rock. Glad I got out when I did. So let's take a look at the list. TAOP. This one is ELWS. I saw Fun moving around this morning. I haven't actually played that stock. It's too cheap for me. This is BMR from yesterday. It's not doing too much, bouncing around. This is Lyft from yesterday. It's making a move this morning. We'll have to stick with it and see where it goes. This is OMH from yesterday. It made a small move this morning. BREA, which we were just looking at, DTSS made a move this morning as well. And WNW, I don't think this one's going to have much of a lift off, but we'll see how it goes. If I see it spiking, I'll check it out. So if you're new here, we'll be watching this volume spike column. We'll also be watching this momentum list. This list is measuring the last 30 minutes of the market for anything that's been moving. If it's been moving a little bit, it gets a smaller number. If it's moving a lot, it climbs up the ladder and gets a bigger number. So you can monitor these numbers as well if you can keep up with it. I can't seem to keep up with it, but I just watch for the ones that are popping up here and get a volume spike. Just like that one. You have to be kind of quick. But most of the time, it's these 1 through 3 up here. The darker colored ones are going to be the most explosive. But we also monitor the volume spike. This alert PM is just something I'm testing, so we don't have to pay attention to that. But you'll see it fire up green when a stock is moving. Or red. So I'm here to teach indicators and pullbacks. I'm not here to teach you how to trade, but if you learn these indicators, you'll learn how to trade. So I'm not a financial advisor. Do not take my information seriously. You can follow along, and I'm pretty accurate in my calls. But you make your own decision. Don't base it on what I say. Base it on what you see. If you're new here, trade with very small share size, or don't trade at all and trade on paper. Paper's always the safe move. Moving up a little bit here on BREA. So I'll be marking support and resistance. When this green candle stops and starts retreating back down, I will put a resistance level up here. Then I will mark the support level, and this is where we will plan our entry for the bounce back up. I'm watching these volume bars down here as well. Nice tall green bar. Here comes a pullback. Let's see if we can get it to pull back enough to be a pullback. That would be resistance. Once it comes down, I'll mark support. We need this red candle to close. If you see a long tail, let me zoom in. If you see a long tail beneath this candle, that means the buyers are buying it up and they're going to drive it back up. Need this candle to close for the play. And don't just jump in when I click this button, because it may not be a pullback. It may be a sell-off. Should be closing this candle any second. There it goes. Now let's see if we pull back up or continue down. We want it to pull back up and go all the way back up to 587 and maybe break through. Not seeing any buyers coming in. I'm watching these bars down here. They're red. When they turn green, that's when you want to decide if you want to get in or not. Starting to turn green. Not looking like it's going to go up for us this morning. Looks like it had a little bump up at the market open, but could not hold its price. It's continuing to sell off. We'll keep our eye on it to see what happens. It could come in later, like now. Not all of them cooperate, but you can see how we saved a little bit of money. Had we chased this green candle and got in, it immediately reversed, and you'd be losing a little bit right now. Not moving, it's going down. Let's see what Lyft decided to do. Lyft went down as well. Let me zoom out a little bit. ELWS making a move. It's already made one move this morning. Maybe just making a lower high from this high. Continuing to go up. Looks good on level 2. I see some big numbers coming in on the ask size on level 2. trying to drive it up. Looks like when our market opened, they all got weak all of a sudden. Don't think this is a pullback. I think it's a struggle, but we'll mark it and see what happens. BMR making a move. This one's been running for a couple of days now. I think it's finally running out of steam or power. Lift is doing nothing. COGT is moving up. I'll be doing the same thing, marking support and resistance. Well, we're not totally dead. We are getting a few spikes. These are sellers. If you're not familiar with candle wicks, this wick on the top are the sellers driving the price back down. Maybe a pullback here. Let's see how it goes. Don't like the tall wicks on the top. Definitely have some tall ones. All right, let's see if this is a pullback or a sell-off. We need this red candle to close before the next run up. And I don't like a wick on the top or the bottom. That's an indecision candle, so be very careful. It did close here. Let's see if we pull down or pull above it. Like I said earlier, this is where we would plan our entry, providing we get some tall green bars down here. And we're getting a red tall bar. I also have a spread label up here. You can pay attention to it. If it's too high, if it's over 9 cents, it's going to turn red, and it's going to cost you a lot of money to get into this stock. Well, we're not getting any plays this morning yet. These are actually volume bars within this one candle. It lets you know if there's more buyers or sellers in this one candle. And that would be this bar here. Now you can see the buyers are coming in. This is how I plan my entry. I want to see this green bar grow taller than these over here. While while I'm watching the candle up here, if it's a wick on the bottom, I may plan it an entry earlier than this level. There's the green bar, but there's the red ones right behind it. They're keeping the stock down. And this is Dominator Master. It's very accurate on its prediction. All right, that one is expired as well. Let's take a look at the SPY real quick, see where it's headed. SPY is on its move up. Let's go to a 15-minute chart. Let's look at the bigger picture of it. Trickling up, doesn't look too weak. We'll continue to watch. I try not to trade low volume stocks. I'm always watching this current bar volume right here. I like to see a high flow in volume. Every now and then I might buy into a low volume stock, but it's very rare. We want to see these numbers really flying, not pausing, not hesitating. I like to refer to it as ants on a piece of candy. That's how powerful we want these numbers moving. And right now, they're just a few shares here and there, and that's not good. So this is our volume indicator, our last bar volume. The last bar would be the previous candle. The current bar would be the candle at the end. This is measuring buyers and sellers in the overall volume. It's not really buyers and sellers. I have coded this to where if the price is going up and the volume is increasing, it's going to say buyers. If the volume's going up and the price is falling, it's going to say sellers. So it's not actual buyer and seller data. It's just the way that I have programmed it to look at volume. We have made some pretty good trades on high float stocks too, so we kind of look at both of them. We monitor both. If the opportunity's there, I take it. I don't care about the float at that time. If I can make 50 cents or $1, I'm in. ELWS making a move. This is one I was watching before our market opened. Nice run up. Couple profit takers up here at the top. Let's see if we get a pullback or if it's a continuation on a run up. These are profit takers. They're not selling off. Going to continue to run up. I can only do one at a time. If you see a different one, go for it. You know what to do if you've been here for a while. These are sellers taking profit. Looks like we're going to continue going up. I'm watching the bars down here. I see some sellers coming in now. Maybe a pullback right here. Keep an eye on the wick on the bottom. If the wick starts getting long, they're buying it back up. Need this candle to close. It's kind of like everything's running up for a few cents and then selling off there. It did close. Let's see if we get the bounce back up. This one's looking better. I'm watching the bars down here in volume dominator. Need the buyers to step back in. And they are, it looks like. See if we can get it to break through 176.55. The red bars came right in behind the green. They're not going to let it go up, it looks like. See if the buyers can overcome them here. Still got a shot at it. Still showing weakness to the downside. Definitely trying to get up there. Still seeing the red dominator bar down below. We may be turning around right here for the run up. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Watching dominator bar right here. It looks like the volume is dying off. You can see the bars are getting shorter. But the buyers could step in any minute and run it up. It's a tough one to call here. I mean, this is a if you do, if you don't kind of situation. It's not looking too solid, like a good trade. Kind of bouncing around down there at the bottom. It's like the buyers don't want to step in. Good job, Dusty. At least you got $10 out of it. I can't actually say pull the trigger. I don't know which way it's going. It's undetermined. Pretty weak. I say we leave it alone, and then when we leave, it'll go up $1. That's how that works. It is holding this price range. That's why I'm sticking with it for now. A lot of tall wicks. Keep that in mind. Is it going or is it not? Me, I say I'm staying clear of it. I don't trust it anymore. It's been too long. And then those words will make it go up. Still struggling to get up. It's not trustworthy. The volume is dying off on it as well. This was up there over 100,000. We're now down below 54. Not looking so good. The volume has died. Everybody else is giving up as well. You have to remember, we're not the only ones playing these pullback strategies. There are many people doing this. It's been around for a long time. All we're doing is following the crowd with a pullback and monitoring our indicators and our alerts and volume spikes and momentum. So we're following the money. That's what we're doing. We're waiting for volume spikes to kick in to see where the buyers and sellers are, and we try to join them in on the next stock. Dana, you forgot to collect the tax, brother. Not looking good for this one. I see one moving here. Let's see which one it is. BMR making a spike up. It's already going to run into resistance. This was already around the $16 range. It's been struggling this morning as well. If you can see right here, it's probably going to do the same thing the one we were just watching did. So probably not a good one. I'm going to sort this one down here by volume spikes. If we can catch one a little earlier, I'll be watching these bottom numbers on this volume spike to see which one's moving. And you can sort by either or. You can sort by momentum or you can sort by volume spike. I switch around from time to time. Even though I have green numbers here, they're not moving, so they may just be single purchases. ELWS still trying to get up there. It just doesn't have the juice anymore. Don't try to create a play or you're going to get in trouble. You're going to lose a few dollars. Wait for them to actually take off. That's the best way to do it. Even if you feel like you're late, once they take off, they're still going to go up some. Those scans are in TOS scans. You got to slow down a little bit and go through each one of them until you find it. ELWS is going to eventually make that pullback we were waiting on. It's a lot later than I would like. I'm not even going to call this a play because we waited so long, and then all of a sudden out of the blue, it decided to take off and sell off. Continuing to run up. I did not buy it. I didn't trust it. Now, if you want to chance it, it's going to be the next pullback. If you chase these green candles, you could lose money. You could make money. It could go either direction. This is the current bar volume right here. Could be getting the pullback right here down to this 177 level. Let's see if we bounce off of this level. The stock almost appears to me that nobody can find anything, and they decided to come back to this one and try to drive it up. That's my thoughts on it. I'm actually using the V4 indicator that's in current setup on TOS scripts. Actually, it's in current setup, I believe. Pulling back. We are down at that 177 level. Do we get another bounce here? I'm watching the bars down here. You need to watch for the volume to come back in. It did bounce back up to 189. I still didn't buy it. I'm not going to buy this stock. Too unpredictable. So this indicator is the one we've been sticking with forever. I switched back and forth. The HMA was designed for swing traders. It's more of a trend chasing type indicator. This one is definitely going up. Hopefully, if you took your chances, you're making some money. They did decide to drive it up. These cheaper stocks are very hard to call in pre-market. This one played around and played around. I lost my interest in it. Then we finally get a pullback, and I didn't play it. And I don't feel bad not playing it. I just didn't trust it. Good job, Michael. Good job, low profile. I'll get mine. I'll get it on an easier trade than this. Buyers are coming back in. You can see the green bar on Dominator Master down below. Nice green bar. Working on another green bar. Continuing to run up after a very sluggish start. This one's probably going to run out of steam here real quick. We already had a mess up down here, a pullback, somewhat of a pullback. Now it's showing weakness. The bars are getting shorter. Unless they keep buying it, it's going to keep going. You can see now why I coded this custom pre-market. This one's also taking into consideration yesterday's after-hours stocks. This stock hadn't even showed up here in the standard after-hours script that comes with ThinkorSwim. But it definitely showed up in the custom one that I coded. But sometimes we get stocks up here that don't show up in the one I coded, so I use both of them. Nelson, probably once a week. I was having a lot of issues to up the RAM in my system. I was having some awful issues. Upping the RAM seemed to clear up everything. So 16 gigs of RAM doesn't do it for me. I had to go up to 32. Now I'm using about half of my memory. With 16 gigs, I was using 80% of it, and it was lagging out on us. This wasn't the easiest play. You had to really stick with it and watch it. I lost interest down in here when it should have took off. Won't be the first one I missed. Won't be the last. I like a smoother transition than that. Mohammed, you cannot trade off of my stream. You have to be set up on your own computer. I would not chance 15 seconds. That could be hundreds of dollars lost. That's why I say never trade off of my live stream. I'm here for learning, not trading. You can trade if you're set up on your own machine, but don't trade off of my live stream. Sometimes you can reduce the delay if you get out of YouTube and get back in. Sometimes that works. Or maybe just refresh your browser. Seeing a lot of down notifications here. Let's look at them and see if they're pullbacks or just red ones. Now they disappeared when I went to check them. A firm has no volume yet. Might just be somebody getting in and then nobody else followed behind him. The LWS going up again. I haven't checked news. Does anybody know if this stock has news? I usually wait till everybody else reads the news and then I wait for the volume spike if that news was good. No news. That may be the reason it's so jumpy. Does IINN have news? Usually if they have news, we're going to see people coming to buy that stock if it's good news. This tells me it may have news, but it may not be good news. We may pull up right here on this stock. I'm watching other indicators as well. Watching Dominator Master, big red bar down below. No really clean plays yet this morning. We had a couple of them being pumped up. Good job, Rodriguez. This one's still trying to come up. I think it's just going to bounce around in this area. That's what I think it's going to do. It is leaning toward the upside, though. It does have higher lows. You don't know what that is. We had a low and a higher low and a higher low and a higher low. There it goes. It finally broke through. I kind of had a feeling it was going up. Nice run up. Couple of profit takers, big wick on the top, bringing it right back down. That's why we don't chase green candles. Bringing it all the way back down. No chance for a pullback. Hopefully you didn't chase that. And just like that, the profit disappeared. More than likely being manipulated by a group somewhere. So if you're new here, what we're looking for is nice green bars coming up, small dips, some more green bars, small dips, some more green bars. We're not looking for volatility like this. These are risk plays, especially when they have no news. They're probably just being pumped up by somebody. TAOP, I actually thought this one was going to take off this morning. It may be time right now. Good job. I'm going to call you Yoko. Good job, Yoko. Let's see if we can get some buyers to come in here and get some volume pumped into it. If the volume doesn't come up, then it's not going to be a play. Creeping its way up. Watch the spread on this stock. It's got some good money behind it. Volume's coming up off the bottom. This is a good early catch here if it continues to go. Slight pullback. Let's see if we get a pullback out of here on the lower level. That would be great. I'm going to mark this high. Let's see if we can stay down below it. Let me zoom in for you right here. You get a better look at it. That was a little too much. Watching the bars down here in volume dominator. I don't want to see any red, and we're seeing red. I'll take the red if it's a pullback, and it may be. Need this candle to close. That candle did close. Maybe we'll get a bounce back up here. And we did. Spike arrow coming in. These are volume increases, those white arrows on the bottom. Watching dominator bars, they could push it right on through. I'm also watching level 2. I'm monitoring the ask side on level 2. I want to see some green numbers coming in, and they're not coming in. Going on down. Not going to be a bounce play. Good job, Fumagoo. Well, we have some movers, but we don't have any follow-throughs. No comfortable follow-throughs anyway. The red is a lower ask price. The green are higher ask prices. So on level 2, you want to see a bunch of green numbers. Let me pull it up here for you. You want to always monitor these numbers. I don't care about these over here. They're trying to buy it cheaper. I want to see green numbers pop in right here. and the numbers start getting bigger and bigger, and they're bringing the price up. There's a 364 right there. So when you see this steadily green and they keep driving it up, you can also monitor who's driving it up right here. That's probably that 364, bringing that green candle back in. There's some green ones. Needs to be steady, though, not just in and out. These are the market makers. They're trying to drive it in a direction they want it to go. And I shouldn't even put trying in there, because they can drive it in the direction they want it to go. So if you monitor this and monitor the action in this candle, you can see what I'm talking about when I'm talking about green numbers increasing over here. IINN. Possible pullback on IINN. I'll mark. There's resistance. Let's see if this candle closes. This is one you said had no news. Long tail on the bottom of this red candle. Looks like they're going to drive the price up some more. Could be an entry on that red, and it was. Got to watch for those red tails. I didn't buy this one either. I'm going to stick away from these that don't have any solid footing or news behind them or anything that's driving it. It looks like they're just bouncing around from being pumped up. Good job, Mello. Oh, so there is news on it's INN. I'm on IINN unless you mistyped it. Thank you. Long tail on the bottom of this red candle. We did not get a pullback on it. Well, we got a small one, but we don't know if it's going up any higher. It's so undetermined in its direction. We do have profit takers on board right now. We do have green candles in Dominator Master. We have some sellers now. Watching the long wick on the bottom. It may continue to be a very hard, difficult play to get in. And so if it spikes up, if you're in and it spikes up, I suggest taking that profit before the next pullback. Doesn't seem to be holding the price. What we need is something up there in the $5 to $10 range. A lot smoother transactions going on there. Don't have any volume on this stock. This is what I'm looking at immediately after I see a symbol. We have to have volume to make any money. IINN is all over the place. Could be a small share size play if you can catch it near the bottom. Whenever I have to make a prediction, I think I stay out of them is the best move. Going up for some more. Looks like we're gaining momentum here. I agree, David. It's kind of all over the place. I'm not going to talk myself into a trade on it. It's too cheap to start with for me. Too volatile. No confirmed direction yet. Milo, I very seldom monitor news. If it's good news, they're going to start spiking over here for us. I don't buy just because the stock has news. I wait for a reaction from that news. Looks like Who Loves Lunatic is into a little bit of money right now. Tough morning. It is eventually climbing. It started down here and it's up here now, but it was a rough ride to get there. Me too, back road bound. I'm not going to chase these bouncers. Good job, Notary. That's correct, WB. This one is filtered by volume spike, this one by Momo. DTSS. This one looks a lot smoother. I'm watching the bar grow right here. $42,000 on the last candle. Wires are coming in. Big seller on level 2. Big seller's out of the way. They bought him up. Let's see if we can get it to go up from here. Nice green bar coming up there on Dominator Master, below the candle, down at the bottom. The green bar coming up on Dominator Master. Level 2 looking okay. Not a lot of green there, but it looks all right. Driving it up. Probably going to pop to the top here. Nice green bars in Dominator Master. This is a lot smoother than the ones previously. Showing a little weakness here, some profit takers at this level. They're not selling off, they're just taking profit. Going up for a little more. Continuing to rise. Nice green Dominator bars. Profit takers. Buyers bought it right up. Maybe a pullback here. Let's see. Not really selling a lot. I'm waiting to see if we get red or green down here. They may keep going with it. This could be an entry level. If you play this red candle, be careful. I'm seeing a pullback. We get a red tail below this red candle. They're going to buy it back up and drive it up even more. There we go. Going up for some more. Continuing to climb. Nice jump up there. Keep still going. Looking good on level 2. Couple more profit takers. Watch Dominator Master for the red bars. They'll pull it up, pull the rug out from under you. Still going. Still rising. This is a nice smooth run up. These are the kind of green candles I don't mind buying. Still going up. Not real volatile, just a bunch of buyers and a little bit of profit taking. Watching Dominator Master for red. Going up for some more. Let's see how high we go here. Yeah, everybody's coming in, it looks like. We are getting to the overbought zone, so this is where you want to really be locking in some profits. Good job, Dusty. Starting to pull back now. I would be out at this point. I did pick up $1 a share on it. I only bought 500 shares. I should have nailed it hard. It was a good one. I should have hit it for 3,000 or 4,000 shares. Good job, Peter. Was beautiful. That was a beautiful play right there. We may be in a pullback. This could just be profit takers here. Let's see if we can get a pullback out of it because we haven't had one yet. See if we can pull back to 482 for the bounce. Congratulations on everyone who got into that nice, smooth play after looking at all of that volatility before this one. This is why I wait. Long tail on this red candle, probably going to go up and retest 543. Going back up towards that 543. Trying to get there. I think we're done. If you got into this, I would be getting out and locking it in. Margin is good if you know what you're doing. It could be a disaster for you if you don't. Good job, traders. Glad you made some money this morning. Glad you had patience to wait on a good one. We did get back to that 543. Not a good pullback. I would have liked to have seen it break through 543 and gain a little bit more. It still may not be over. You have to think about this. A lot of people don't have these scanners that we have. Now, other ones are going to find it, so it could have more to come. Good job, Mark. That's how you do it. My eagle flies. You don't have to thank me. It's the indicators. But I guess it's because I coded them. But you're very welcome. Thank you for the compliment. But I want y'all to do this. Don't rely on me. Come learn here every morning. Watch what I do and do the same thing. I can't trade all of them. You may see something different than me. We are breaking through for more buyers that are finding it. Going up for a little more. Looks like we're gaining momentum here. We're going to go up some more, it looks like to me. Level 2 is up there with the green numbers. I didn't buy this second run. Made it to that $6. I don't know why my highs are not popping in up here. Have to look into that. So if you're in profit, start taking some off the top. Buy back on the dips. So there's 423 of you in here, but I only have 153 likes. If you like what you see, give me some likes. Let's keep the ratings up on YouTube. The more investors we pull in, the more people we have buying these stocks, the higher the prices can be driven in pre-market. So hit the like button for me. Let's show me some love here. Still going on DTSS. I know we're already at 7:15. I have not done an introduction. I've been busy making money just like you. I'll do an introduction as soon as I can get this market to slow down a little bit. Let you know who I am, what I do, and what I can do for you. I think this one's over for now. And see what happens when I say that? We could continue to go. My indicators are showing down, though. No, Bob. I want another play here if we can get it. Want me to take my coffee break? That always works. Mark, I warn everybody every day. I can't keep up with them. If there was a way to post a permanent notice on Discord, I would do it. So be aware. We have scammers on Discord. They appear to be me, and I'm not doing anything like that. I'm not trying to sell you anything in a direct message. Don't fall for it. Right-click the name, block them. I can't ban them. I can't block them. They're not members. They're coming in from the outside with hacking software, so I can't see them, but you can. Make sure you right-click their name and block them. You're not going to block me. If you do, I'll unblock it. My name is always in green, but they try to pull you over to direct message because all of the names are white there, and you can't tell the difference. So don't fall for the scammers. They're on every Discord channel. I don't know why they can't come with us and make an honest buck, but they want to steal yours after you make it, so be careful. All right, now that it's calmed down, how about some more likes? If you haven't hit the like button, please do so for me. Keep the ratings up. DTSS going up for a little more. It's not selling off. We do have profit takers in this stock, but they're not driving it down. We are up in the oversold or overbought range, I should say. But I never have believed in that theory either. I've seen them stay overbought all day long and continue to rise. Still going up. Looks like it's going to have more momentum here. I'm watching green candles come in on the Dominator Master. Green bars right here. Need a taller green bar. That means momentum is picking up. I'd be careful up in this area, though. If you've already got yours, just stay locked in on your profit. Don't lose it. Robert, I'm actually monitoring stochastics on another screen. I'm not monitoring RSI. They usually run about the same, though. All right, I'll make it go up some more. Let's do that introduction and get it out of the way. I am Ricky Gaspard. I'm a guy who trades from his home office. I've been trading since the 1990s. I'm also a ThinkScript coder, and I write my own scripts. I could not stand to make any money off of the standard ThinkorSwim script, so I became a coder about 15 years ago. And I coded all of my own indicators, scripts, scans, you name it, I coded it. I'm a volume price action trader. I like waiting for the buyers and sellers to come in. I like volume to take off. I like monitoring candles and wicks and bodies, and you name it, I monitor it. But I mainly trade on volume spikes and price action. Never trade off my screen. My screen can sometimes be delayed and delayed enough to cost you money. Always get set up on your own computer and make sure that you get set up and come here to learn each morning, because if you don't, you could lose a little bit of money. Don't come here just because you see green and click the button and you never traded before. It could cost you a lot of money. I posted the Discord link there. That's where you get all of these indicators. If you're not familiar with Discord, once you sign up, head over to Start Here on the left column. It'll give you a little direction of where you need to go to find these indicators, scripts, labels, scans. Also, when you're in Discord, make sure you visit our trading floor where we have Gregster and River Playstad doing their due diligence on stocks. And they post the good ones when they find them. Also, we have an options trader channel where we have Bobby. He's good at options. He gives his pointers throughout the day. He often holds a live stream like I do and take you a little bit deeper into options if you're interested. We also have Hennessy. He holds live streams as well. He takes you from basic to advanced. He's very good at what he does as well. So we have several coaches here, instructors I like to call them, to help guide you if you're new to trading or if you just want to brush up on some things. Maybe they know something you don't know. Make sure you watch my videos on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's where I release new indicators and new scans. That's the link to my YouTube channel. Subscribe, like the videos, comment on the videos, let YouTube know what kind of a job I'm doing here. It also lets me know what kind of a job I'm doing. Also participate in our live stream 5 days a week, starting at 6 a.m. Central Time till 9:30 Central Time. Come learn how to use these indicators, learn how to play these support and resistance levels, learn how to use these momentum and these volume spike indicators. It's to your benefit. Pay close attention to what I say as I'm calling out, reading these candles, reading the volume. Also listen to some of the members that are in the chat. They are also good traders. I can't catch all of the stocks. They catch some as well. So I miss a few where they pick up on them. I appreciate you joining us this morning. We did have a struggle right at the beginning of a couple of stocks that were very volatile. This one really paid off nicely. And I'm doing all of this for free. I knew a lot of investors, and a lot of investors were struggling, so I decided to put what I was doing online to help out all of the investors that were interested. I may not be the best one out there, but I'm pretty good at it. I think you can see that. So I rely strictly on donations. Donations help me keep the bills paid. There's a $sign down there below the chat if you like what you see, like what you're learning. You can also pay it forward and donate any amount that you feel is worthy. So you click the $sign down there, then click Super Chat and name your price. Over on Discord, I have a donations channel. And yesterday I put several payment methods there. If you want to pay on Patreon, you can choose a monthly amount there for $5 to $30 to help support the channel. I also put Cash App and Venmo there for those who want to pay that way. And I appreciate all the donations to help me keep the bills paid, help me keep this going so we can teach a lot more people. And that does it for the introduction. And I'm surprised this stock didn't go up $3 while I was talking, because it usually does. So we're patiently waiting to see if we get another play. Thank you, WB. I love doing this for you guys. It's so rewarding for me. Even if I didn't make money, I'm happy all the time because I see everybody making money. I don't trade a whole bunch. I may buy 2 or 3 stocks a day and I'm done. And that's mainly because I just make my money and I'm done. I don't risk play all day long hoping to get another one that may take it away from me. I think over the last 6 months, the most stocks I bought in one day would be 3 or 4. Because I wait for the good ones. I wait for the play to set up, just like this one. And then you hit them hard and try to make your money before market opens. If I succeed in doing that, I don't even worry about market open. Thank you, WB, for your donation. Greatly appreciate you, and God bless. So if you've been here the last couple of weeks, you're up pretty good in profits. We've had one really good couple of weeks of trading. Kind of like the buyer said, okay, I've had enough of this. Let's start buying. And I hope it keeps up. BMR. I think this is going to be more of a market open play. Need a lot of people to come into this one. Thank you, Joseph Pierce, for your donation. Greatly appreciate you, and God bless. IINN, they're telling me. I don't see it in my list. It seems to have disappeared. We were watching it earlier. It was pretty volatile. Too rough of a ride for me. DTSS is more my style. Just be patient, wait on the good ones. Don't try to play the bouncers. TIRX on the move. Cheaper stock under $1. Looks like it's found some buyers. Got to watch this volume, watch these bars. Low volume currently because it's just now taking off. Other buyers will come in. If they find it, the other buyers will come in and drive it up. Volume is still pretty low. Watching dominator bars, that's my main focus right now, is right here. Want to see big green bars coming in. That's what we want to see. More buyers coming in. I see my high flag, my high bubble is working now on this stock. Nice green bar and dominator. Other buyers are finding it. Be careful here. That looked like a gap up for sellers. Don't like to see a bar like that. That actually opened here and dropped. This could be a pump. IINN. Everybody's hollering IINN. It's on a tear. I'm really not interested in this stock for some reason. Maybe because I already made mine. Retested 199 there. The indicators are pointing north. It could go up some more. Need that green bar to come in. I'm staying clear of this one. I don't trust it at all. I lost interest in it earlier. And I could be sorry I didn't later, but that's okay. I locked in mine this morning already. You do tap on Super Chat. That's probably a pullback right here. Let's see if we bounce up off the 199 and go higher. Good job, Double Dare You. Looks like we got some sellers coming in. Watch the volume dominator. We got red bars. It could just be a pullback. Let me get rid of that one line. Mark it down here where it stopped. So from 193 to 210 is a possible bounce. I'm seeing pullback indications, so be careful. May not get one out of it. Volume spike arrow coming in. Do we get the pullback play? Let's see. I'm using V4 on the chart. This is one of our older setups. It's a very good setup. This is the 5 EMA and the 13 EMA. You can actually play the crossover along with these spikes, along with these buyers. Play the crossover of these two moving averages. These are volume spike arrows. They have nothing to do with these moving averages. These are these bars down here letting you know that the volume is increasing on these candles. You can see the two moving averages getting closer together. That's weakness. DTSS. My eagle flies, you can, but they're not as accurate for scalping if you continue to scalp. You're going to get a more of a delay of the lines crossing. But yes, you can click the gear icon and change them. Five and 13 EMA is a scalper's dream. You can see it right back here where it first started. They never crossed over until we got to here. You change them to 9 and 20, you may not get across to over here and across to up here somewhere. So you can change them by clicking the gear icon on V4, but you're going to get later entries and later exits if you go to 9 and 21. They are EMA. Stock is going up. Nice run up for DTSS again. Buddy Floors Level 2 is a whole course in itself. I don't have time in this live stream to explain everything. I did talk about it a little bit earlier. You may want to rewatch this video after the stream is over. It'll be available. All of them are recorded and they're on YouTube. You have to really study level 2. You don't just jump in there and see the numbers that I'm talking about and start playing it. It's very difficult. Some people get it, some people don't. Thank you, Thomas, for your donation. Greatly appreciate you, brother, and God bless. Nice strong run up here, not really selling off. Volume Dominator is pretty much calling out this play, letting you know the buyers are there. I'd like to see these bars getting taller. They are getting shorter, so interest in buying is fading away. There are some profit takers. Good job, Edward. Well, we turned a bad morning into a good morning. How about that? We are blessed. Thank you, Lord. It's been a really good week. Again, this is going to be our third week in profits. Of course, we were in profits the weeks before, but nothing like the last 2.5 weeks. So trading in groups like we do, we've got 400 people, over 400 people trading this morning. The bigger the group, the better the runs. Also keeps everybody on top of the stocks. There's not just me looking for stocks. There's members here that are good traders that are also watching out for stocks that are moving in pre-market. Everybody pitches in, does their part. We all profit from it. Thank you, Air Bill, for your donation. Greatly appreciate it. God bless you. DTSS still trying to get more. Just remember, every week is not a good week. This is trading. It's going to be bad. Sometimes it's going to be good. We take advantage of the good times and sit on our hands through the bad times. Don't try to create plays. Let's let the plays come to us so that our profit is almost guaranteed, but not really. But we do have a better shot at it this way. YouTube, if you're having to make that decision, then it's time to stay away, right? You're trying to create a play now. If you're hoping it's going to do more, you're trying to create that play. Those could be costly. See you later, Alfredo. Have a blessed day, brother. Good job, Double Dare You. That's what I like to hear, stress-free. You don't hear me freaking out, do you? When you accept the fact that you can win or lose, and a loss, if you cut them short, they're not that big of a thing anymore, and the stress goes away. Thank you, Edward. Glad I could help. I think it's because most of the time, even back in my days, it was a guessing game. And when you get rid of the guessing and you're looking at something that's pretty much telling you what's going to happen, it becomes a lot easier. But if you're not monitoring volume and price action, it can still be difficult for you. Thank you, RBR, for your donation. Greatly appreciate you, and God bless. Good morning, Wyatt. IINN. I'll take a look at it, but we're kind of monitoring. So I think it's probably over for DTSS, but maybe not. This one sold off. It's kind of got a small bounce into it. Stay with it, master of one or master of none. You need to change that to master of one. Because that's what we do. We master one strategy. So I can't give you a word of advice. If you're coming here to learn, don't go watching other people's methods of trading on YouTube. You're just going to keep yourself confused. Focus in on what we do here. Master it. If it didn't work for you, figure out what you did wrong, because it's usually going to be on the trader, not the indicators. And don't be jumping around trying to figure this one out, or this guy's strategy, or this company says buy this or buy that. Stick with what we do here, perfect it, and trade it. The more you jump around, the longer you're going to be lost. WB I have, but I prefer the 5 and 13. I've been doing this long enough. I've tested all the numbers. I hear you, double dare you. We can make all kind of t-shirts, right? I think the t-shirt thing was a flop. I don't think we're selling very many of them. Kind of didn't want to go into the t-shirt business because of that. But everybody wanted one, but I think we only sold 3 or 5 or something. That's not really good. Kind of sorry I drugged the guy into this. I think we can make any kind of shirt we want, but we need sales to pick up. I don't want to get this guy too deep in the hole. I know he has to buy some t-shirts before he prints them, but he didn't even sell the inventory. So where do we go from here? Dupree, it's over on Discord. It says merch. I'll question him, Gordon, and see what's going on. Maybe he's frustrated with no sales as well. Thank you, Jim. You too, brother. Have a blessed day. Personally, I think we need a better way to contact Schilling. I really do. I think direct messaging is not getting it done. I tried to get him to get a purchase link going, but he kind of needs to talk to each individual. He don't know sizes and that kind of stuff. Or maybe he doesn't want to get that deep into it until the sales pick up. ETSS. Robert, I'm pretty sure he is a shop. He's a brick and mortar company, I believe. He's been in the t-shirt business for a while. WB, I can't teach you any more than what I'm teaching here for free. So I don't want to take your money to tell you the same thing over and over again. Good job, Rich. Robert, that's a good idea. I'll ask him if he has a phone number where you could call in the orders. Thank you for that update, Grace Fire. See you, Mojave Trader. God bless you, brother. Have a good one. Master of none. We play volume spikes and price action. So I guess I could say it's kind of on the chart for you already. No special settings. We're just mainly following buyers and sellers. You can do this all day long. You can follow buyers and sellers. The problem is after about 9:30 or 10, the regular session market just flat dies. The pre-market's been outshining the regular session for months now. Most of the money is made right here. And then when market opens, it's kind of hit or miss. See you later, Brandon. God bless you. Appreciate you joining us this morning. Boomagoo, I agree with you. There's going to be some profit takers here soon. Closer we get to market open, they'll start taking profit. They're not going to take the chance of losing it at market open. Kind of late to get into this game, I would think. And I'm going to leave it with you. If you've never been here before, I take a 10-minute break at 8 o'clock. So I shall return shortly. All right, I am back. I guess everything went up while I was gone. Looks like I missed a green candle here, but that's fine. CNVS making a move. Too late for me. I'm coming in late. Hopefully you guys caught this one while I was gone. Good job, Buster. All right, Double Dare, I hear you. This looks like a good one. It had a good pullback play on it. Hopefully you guys caught it. Right in here. Good job, Edward. Still going up, still looking strong. Be careful, the closer we get to market open, this stock will pull back. So lock in your profits, or some of them anyway. So that means CNVS will be today's after hours trade. I don't know if you guys caught Lyft yesterday, but I did. So put it in your watch list for after hours trading. You can monitor after hours trading with pre-market riser scan. And excuse the noise, my lawn service showed up today. I guess they're mowing my brown grass. I don't do aftermarket live. Hey, we all got to make money. I know wintertime is hard for the mowers. Everybody got to buy food. Everybody got to make a living. Probably a pullback here on CNVS. But be careful. This is coming up to market open. It may continue to pull back. So I'm not even going to call this a pullback play. I'm going to call it, I'm locking in my profits and waiting for after the bell. That's probably what they're doing here. This is the V4, V is in Victor, V4 indicator. And when you load it, it comes with these bullish and bearish. It comes with the spread. It comes with the spike arrows. It comes with the moving averages already in it. You just load it and play it. I think it's in current setup. I do have St. Augustine grass, but you know, they don't charge me very much, so I don't mind them mowing it. About 5 more minutes, I'll change the scans over to market open scan. So while we're not doing anything, if you don't mind, hit the like button for me if you haven't. Let's keep the ratings up. Let's keep these live streams going. Double Dare, I did not chase it to the top. I picked up $4 a share, and I had only bought 100 shares of it. I got mine in the middle. Pardon the noise. Here's the blowers. I'll mute it for a minute. All right, blower guys are done. Let's go ahead and change the scans over. I'm going to be selecting the 50-minute Momo scan up here. This is the pre-market Momo. So this Momo is looking back 30 minutes. Remember, I said that at the beginning. So we're going to go over to the 50-minute, which is right here. So now this column is looking back 50 minutes instead of 30. The plays will be up here. They'll climb to the top. These are the ones you're going to want to monitor when the market opens. Down here, I'm going to put the high flyer scan. If you're not familiar with this scan, the moving averages are stacked. So the 5 is above the 13 is above the 21, the 21 is above the 34, etc. And the price is above the 5. So you're going to have stocks like this when the market opens. This one I'm going to leave as unusual volume, but I'm going to sort it by volume spike. And it's the unusual volume scan that we're using. So high flyers, 50-minute, and unusual volume. About 2.5 minutes to go. Be very careful at market open. Don't chase green candles. Wait for pullbacks. You think you're a professional green candle chaser? Have at it, but I'm not. Because I know right behind that big green one is a big red one. I don't like getting tricked. So when we find one running up, if I see a pullback happen on it, I'll mark it out. Yeah, change your TIF over to day on your active trader. And be aware, you will have halts after market opens. They don't freely run like they do in pre-market. I wish they did, but they don't. Scarpa, I hope you're not here to promote your products. I don't allow that in my live streams or in my Discord. If you're offering something for free, that's fine. But don't try to sell your products here. Thank you very much. All right, let's see what's going to happen. We're going to be watching for spikes to pop in up here on these higher numbers to see which ones are going to come up. I'll be watching both lists. They got DTSS down here popping up. Let's see if we can get a pullback on it. You won't see my mouse, but you'll see the lines over here, the crossover hairs. Went right into a halt, so we're not going to get a play on DTSS. LRMR, little tongue twister there. Getting a refresh on my scan. CNVS, we played it earlier this morning. Or some of you did. I didn't, I don't believe. Do we pull up from here? It's looking like it's getting a lot of buyers coming in. Seeing a green bar. Don't trust these first candles. They'll get your money from you. It's up at the top of the list, made its way up. Indication of some sellers there, not strong, but going up some more. We may go back up to retest $5. Let's hope that's what happens. This is pre-market high right here. That right there is why we don't chase the green ones. It could be a pullback right here. Let's see what happens. Going to zoom in a little more. A minor pullback. I'm seeing buyers coming back in. Depends on who wins this battle right here. Pulling back down. Do we get to pull back? I'll mark the support level here. Let's see if we get a bounce back up from 312 to 372. Keep an eye on the spread. You don't want to get stung by it either. Looks like the buyers are coming in, maybe. Be careful, these market open trades don't go as planned. They're very hard to call, and the volatility right at the open. Indicators are pointing north, but we're not moving. Still trying. I think we may get up there. Let's see what happens. I am in this stock. I got in around 315. Not showing any great strength. I'm going to get out with minimal gains. $35 profit. I'm out. At least I didn't lose. And since I'm out, guess what will happen? It'll go up. That's right. That's what it'll do. There's a lot of money in this stock from 312 to 372. Even moving a little, it's going to gain quite a bit. It's trying to get back up there. I don't like the wicks on the top, but they're short, so no big worry there. I will not be getting back in on this one. All right, not good. It still could happen. I'm not giving up on it yet. Holding the price range down here at 312. This could be profitable. Let's just see if we can get the buyers to come back in. I'm watching volume. It has good volume. Still showing weakness. Not seeing anything up here in the top. Here's a refresh. Still nothing. Let's see what Lyft is doing. We're currently on CNVS. Let's see what Lyft is doing. Lyft is going to maybe make a run here. We missed a pullback on it. Watch these green bars. This will let you know if it's going to run up or not. If they start getting taller and taller. The play was back here on the pullback. I can't watch all of them. That's the bad part about it. I would have to have every monitor that's available in the stores running on up with Lyft. Nice, steady movement. This is a good play. Watching these bars. Any sign of red is when you start taking profit. Still looking good. The volume is weaker. Shorter bar. More buyers coming in. Starting to slack off on the volume. No red yet. You're in profit. I would take some off the top. This one's down here on the lower level too. It's not even up here near the top. Master of none. I've got it set for 9 cents. If the spread exceeds 9 cents, I don't buy. So right now it's staying green. That was a pullback right here. Watching the red bars down in volume dominator down here. Not looking good. I'd much rather hold my party over in pre-market. How about you guys? I'm going to get rid of that one line and mark it down lower. This could be where the bounce play is. We break through here, it's probably going to continue to run up. We break through 1631. We did get a bounce play there, a good pullback play. I did not play it. We did break through. Let's see if we can get some more out of it. Showing weakness. Watching for a red bar. Yep, it's not strong enough. If you're in profit, take it, I would say. I don't play halts. I don't like getting stuck in them. I've been stung too bad. So if they're halting, I avoid them. If you like them, you can trade them. BMR breaking through 1864. That's devastating right there. Good job, YouTube. There's a lot of people waiting to take this profit. Long tail on the bottom could be driving it back up. These are buyers buying up what they're selling. They don't want it to drop. Long tail on the bottom. Let's see if we can break up higher than here. You're welcome, I triumph. It was a devastating drop, Bob. It was a money taker, Bob. We could bounce off of 1864. Because of this red candle, I wouldn't trust this stock at this point. Now, if it broke through 1947 and came back down and retested it for the bounce higher, that's the trade I would take. So let's see if we can break through. Watching these green bars, they need to start getting taller. Kind of weird, we're missing a bar right here. But I guess we just had a pause. No trade at that area. I think that's the first time I've seen that. Yeah, even gapping up, they leave a little bit of the body there. Coming back down to test 1864 again. Let's see if it can hold this price level. Good job, Jim. Going to give up on BMR. ELWS, this is the halting stock. Hopefully you guys are playing these and making a little bit of something. They're really risky this morning. If you're playing halts, you're playing with fire, in my opinion. But if you're good at it and you're comfortable with it, go for it. There's where BMR ended up. See you later, Don. God bless you, brother. This is kind of why I like to wait about 10 minutes after market open. If there's strong stocks in today's market, they will survive market open and continue to go. Right now, you're playing bounces, you're playing luck. You're hoping you don't get a devastating red bar. It's always best to let things calm down unless you are a professional at chasing. Some people are good at it, Dan. I'm not one of them. And I'm not afraid to admit what I'm not good at. I tried to apply the 10% rule. It's pretty close on halts. So if you have a $10 stock and the market opens at $10 and it goes to $11, that's where the halt is, 10% from that $10. So if you have a dollar stock, it may halt at $1.10 or $1.12 unless they just can't stop it fast enough. The 10% rule has always worked for me. DTSS running up. Watching these green bars, we want to keep them green. And because I can't watch all of the stocks, the play was actually back here. Pullbacks always work. And I'm going to rephrase that. They work most of the time, a lot better than any other strategy I've ever used. Green bars. Right now, you'd be trying to play the top of this, which is not a good play at all. Good job, John. Thank you for joining us this morning. God bless you. This one's going to play out. The way I would play this, I would wait on another pullback. That's what I would wait on. If it has strength in it, it can do a second pullback. This is only the first. Need a nice clean pullback, not just a bump up and you get in and it turns red on you and you lose money. We need a good solid pullback on this stock. Our board is going black. Not very many to choose from. The market's dying. So Mo, you lost it at market open. Is that what I'm assuming? This is why you need to maybe not trade market open until it calms down. If it calms down and doesn't do nothing the rest of the day, it wasn't a good start for the market. DTSS still going. DTSS making new ground here. I'm liking these taller bars coming in. This is the struggle of the regular session. You have so many people trading. You never know when somebody's going to come in and sell. Whereas pre-market, we're kind of driving them up from the bottom, like new growth for today. We don't have to worry about millions of people waiting to take profit. That's why I hit them hard in pre-market and I'm done. So if you're a green here and you were chasing candles, I would take some off the top. Try to lock in what you can. Buy back on the dips if you feel it's going more. You profit takers, DTSS. That's why I told you earlier to lock in the profits. Good job, Stephen. You are very welcome. Nano, are you gaining confidence? Just don't get your hopes up too high. There's still bad days, even though you think you're better. Even for me. If I lock in enough at pre-market, I don't even care about market open anymore. Good job, Casey. I often tell a lot of traders, if you're not having success and you were having success, and all of a sudden you just feel like you can't get it right, I think it's time to take a break. I don't care if you've been trading 30 years. If you're having a bad week, sometimes a break will resolve that issue. You're overthinking it, or you're not sticking with the strategy. You're all excited and you're making guesses instead of waiting for a strategy to set up. So sometimes it's just good to sit back, don't trade for a while, realize what you're doing wrong, and come back to it. See you later, Mark. I appreciate you being here, and God bless. Casey, nobody ever went broke taking profit, whether it be a little bit or more. You saw me make a trade this morning, $30 profit, I got out. No big deal. Thank you, Rudy. God bless you, brother. Have a nice one. Market's dying off. This is what this market has been doing for months on end, dying around 9:30. Every now and then you'll get one that's good. Like DTSS, this was a good one this morning. And then you sit here and you wait all day long for a nickel or a dime. It won't always be pre-market, though. Sometimes the regular session's better than pre-market. It all depends. The market's never the same. Just that we've been on a good run for about 3 weeks. Casey, you got to have a lot of patience for after hours trading. I've seen after hours do nothing until 6:30, 5 o'clock, a couple hours after the market closed, and all of a sudden the stock will take off. If you have the patience for it, it's very profitable. I usually give it about 30 minutes after market open. If nothing's happening, I give up on it. I'll switch over to CNVS. I don't know. We're in a downward trend here. Stephen, I agree. That scanner is out of this world. Good morning, Flo. I didn't see you here. Might not have looked down at the right time. PLTR, older stock, making a run. Way down here in the list. I just happened to see the volume spike take off. See you later, James L. Have a blessed one, brother. PLTR, slow progress. CCG. CCG is in a halt. Nothing solid up here in our watch list. I like the ones that are hanging around the top 2 or 3 in each list. We don't have any hanging around up here. Checking out some of my other scans. You have access to all the scans that I have over in TOS scans. I'm kind of running through them to see which one's going to maybe have a good stock in them. They all look for different criteria. No volume on that one. BREA sold off. CCG in a halt. CNVS bouncing around below 312. DTSS had a strong pullback. A lot of profit taking in that stock. It's like they gave up on it after it got to this level. May bounce around right in here for a while. ELWS sold off. CCG still in a halt. Not seeing anything on the other scans. Take a look at the SPY real quick. SPY kind of channeling. It dropped down at open but recovered. It's about where it opened. Take a look at the 15-minute on it. So that's what we're looking at on a 15-minute. Not dropping or rising. Not looking so healthy this morning on the market. Like the volume is dying off, just like it's dying off in these columns. We don't have any volume to speak of. It's just they're crawling now. All right, I just ran through about 10 of the scans that I favor. I'm not seeing much happening this morning. Other than the cheaper stock halts that we've been going through. Rivian, older company. Possible run up for about a nickel. That's not no good. You're welcome, Mark. God bless you. Have a good one. Jalen, thank you for joining us. BREA. This sold off heavy at market open. This is a bounce off the bottom. Getting a lot of activity here. This one may be setting up for a halt as well if a lot of buyers come in. Got to be real careful. That halt level is probably right about where it's at if the buyers come in. Toss does not show halt levels. The REA holding strong right here at this level. Jim, thank you for joining us. God bless you. A lot of volume on this stock. Holding the price level. I'm pretty sure the halt's been reset by now. Nice green bars on Dominator. No sellers in those bars. It may pop, but we'll have to see. There's a big red bar. That's people giving up. Might be a pullback. I'll mark it out. See if we get a bounce up and break through 299. Buyers coming back in. Push it through. Come on, let's go. Showing weakness here. If you bought the bottom, might want to consider taking a little bit. Not breaking through. Market makers are trying to push it up. I'm watching the numbers. They're very high on the ask side on level 2, but they fade away. It's not real strong and steady. Sorry to hear that, Barry. You did miss a good trading morning in pre-market. This one's giving up the ghost, it looks like. Buyers stepping back in, long wick on the bottom of this candle. They're trying to push it through 299. They may win the battle here. Holding this price range nicely. Yeah, it's definitely struggling. The buyers will give up on this stock if they can't get it up, and then that's when it's going to drop. Still watching green bars in the dominator. They have not given up yet. Looks like they're giving it up. Can't break that 299. I don't know if we'll break 299 or not. We dropped from that level down at market open. They tried to break it here. It did not break through. It would have been nice if it broke through, come back down and retested it for the bounce up. It didn't do that. They tried though, but they couldn't pull it off. They hang in there for so long and then they give up. That's kind of like I am. Of course, I probably wouldn't have got into this one because of the previous run up here. And it would have been hard to catch this after watching a stock sell off. You lose interest and you go elsewhere, and the next time you come and look at it, it's already back up. That's how these kind of plays work. So the only way we could have played it is if it would have broke through 299, came back down and retested it for the next run up. Didn't happen. DTSS been a good stock today, right? I am watching volume spikes, but the market's kind of died. They're not really holding anything. They're not climbing up the ladder and sitting up here and gaining profit. They're all kind of just all over the place at the moment. Not going to see many halt stocks up here because once they halt, they drop off the list. The darker the color, the better the stock. You can also look at the numbers. You can see the numbers. They get a low score if they're barely moving and a higher score if they're moving a lot. So there's your CCG at the top. No volume spike, but it's at the top because it's going up. LWS is probably up here because it jumped way up here at market open. It hasn't yet dropped off the list. This one had a nice run about 15 minutes after market open. That's why it's up here. So my time's running out. If you haven't joined my YouTube, please do. Let's keep it going. Watch the videos on my YouTube if you haven't seen them. That helps keep the channel ratings up as well. Comment on the videos, like this live stream if you haven't done so. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to our Discord. You can join over 4,000 investors over there on Discord. We'd love to have you come trade with us each and every morning. If you were here this morning, you've seen what can happen, and it's been happening for several weeks now. We've been pretty profitable over the last 6 months. We just have to wait on the good days. We also have bad days. We're not perfect. So come here and learn with us every morning. Learn what we do. See if I can help you out with your trading. See if I can't put you in the green. You want to keep the channel supported, there's a link down at the bottom where you type in the chat. It's a $ with a square around it. You click it, then click Super Chat, name your price if you want to pay it forward. Help me keep this going. Over on Discord, I have a donations channel. There's several options there if you want to donate. All the money is put back right into these live streams so I can keep them going. It's not free. It does cost me to do this. Also helps me pay for a lot of coding time. I have thousands of hours of coding to create these kind of indicators that you're not going to find anywhere. And if you do, they probably got them here. I appreciate everyone who traded with us this morning. I hope you made some money. I know some of you did. I hope you learned something if you're paper trading. I really enjoyed doing this, and I'm sure you enjoy learning it. And don't forget, I learn from you as well. Every time I have to repeat something, it refreshes my mind as well and keeps me fresh. So it's a win-win for both of us for me to do this. So I have about 3 minutes to go. Ricky, I've been at it. I think we're going on 8 months. It was a brand new channel back then. I remember having 2 or 3 people, and 2 or 3 people told 2 or 3 people. We started becoming profitable, and there come 50 or 100 people, then thousands. Please do share it. Let's show them that money can be made. Got to keep in mind, the more people, if there's 1,000 of us sitting here and we're all seeing the same stock pop up, and 1,000 people are buying that stock, where's the price going? It's going up. Especially in pre-market, they usually don't have volume. When you get a large group of people creating the volume, it has to go up. So the more people we bring on board, the more money we can make. We can't drive the price of all of these stocks. You know, we have market makers to deal with. But we could ride along with them and make some profit. Big Mike, I thought about that. You know, we don't all sell at one time. Some of us sell partials. Some of us hold on for longer. Some of us drop all of what we're holding. We're not really just everybody's selling at once, just like everybody's not buying at once, because everybody doesn't trust it like the next guy. So it's kind of still spread out. It's not like we are the king of trading, of driving stocks, because nobody trades the same. They may not even be trading this strategy. They may just be watching this and trading their own strategy, getting in at different times. So we'll never control the market. Just keep that in mind. But we can sure help it out a little bit. Ricky, my daily goal is whatever I'm awarded when I get into a stock. I don't set a goal. If I make $300, I made $300. If I make $3,000, I made $3,000. There's no set number there. All right, my time is up. Thank you again for joining me. God bless you as always. I'll see you again tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.